video is brought to you by MyVirtualCOO.com, your #1 choice for implementing technology, creating processes, and integrating virtual staff to accelerate your growth and reduce the workload. This is a short demo video of the Salesforce version XLR8 that's been created by Concentra Services. What we want to show you today is just a few quick pieces of information to let you see the difference between Salesforce Wealth, Salesforce XLR8, and Salesforce App Crown, as well as any other versions out in the industry. We're going to just show you XLR8 today, and you certainly can take this video and compare it to other versions as you make your decision on the CRM of choice. So within XLR8's overlay, which is an overlay to the Salesforce version, what they've done is changed a couple of the words to make it more for financial advisory firms. So now you have entities, you have contacts, and you also have a great little tool called process templates. So in entities, let's show you what it looks like to have an entity inside of Salesforce and all the data you can collect that's already been set up by XLR8. So with XLR8, they lay out the information the way they've heard from advisors is best suited. So there's all sorts of sections of information here. Address, what's the primary address, the secondary. Mail merge features and what name would you like in there or the address you'd like to use for mail merges. Services that you provide to that client or household. Review dates, which will then trigger off workflows and tasks to remind you to set up the next review. There's other details, subscriptions, invoicing, integrations possible, and more. Below some of the great features besides the contact section, which is typical of Salesforce, they've added contacts related to the entity. So you can add the attorney, the accountant, other relations that are not part of the immediate family here by linking them. And you can see the cross relationship between this family and these members and these parties all within one view. You have your open tasks and activities and appointments, processes if you've triggered off a process, your history, and there's extra sections for an advisory firm. Asset and liability information pulls in the account data from your custodian or from a portfolio management system, as well as entering manual accounts if you'd like. There's an insurance section, a state section, income taxes, and goals. Behind the scenes, there's a lot more information, but that's pretty much a basic summary of the household section of this system. Now, if you were to go into a contact, let's choose Brian Consenter, who's the son. There's a whole nother set of fields to keep track of. You can upload photos. You can do genders and age. You can have your address information. Again, mail merges, preferences and hobbies, subscriptions, so forth. Again, you have other sections here, and if they are subject to RMD, you can put in the information there as well. The last feature we'd like to show you is the process templates. And what a process template is, it's actually a tool built in within XLR8 that allows you to build out a process. So let's click on Sample Client Acquisition. So what you can do quite simply is build a linear process of steps, and you can assign them either to a person at the firm, or you can assign them to a role, and that's identified under each household. And you write out your steps, your instructions, and you put in the order, and then from within, let's just say a family, you would like to trigger a new process. You can go up to here, go to Processes and hover, click on New Process. It will give you choices, and in here you can choose the process from the list, and you can set it off in motion. And the first step will be triggered, tasked to the person on the team. They'll do the work, mark it complete, and go from there. So those are some of the high-level features of XLR8 and the overlay that helps advisory firms grow, accelerate, and be more productive. Thank you.